And I woke up. So needless to say, I was very troubled after this dream, and I asked the Lord immediately to tell me the meaning. When I asked him, his response was that he was showing me how spiritual deception works, and that when one is caught in this deception, it is like a married woman who commits adultery, who lies in the arms of another. I was fully aware that I was married, but in this dream I didn't have any remorse about lying with this other man. I really didn't see the harm or that I was being deceived until the prostitutes appeared. The Lord came and showed me the truth about what was going on and rescued me from their clutches. I saw how these women were doing his bidding as he simply just stood by. Yet he, the man who I found myself lying in the arms of, he reaped all the benefits. Now the lady that was sitting at the table who assisted me down the ladder was his wife. She was fully aware of the whole operation, but sat idly by without saying a word. I could see that she was downtrodden as she sat there without expression. As I prophesied about who God made her to be and her value, I believe this is why this woman decided to rescue me. By her gesture of assisting me with the ladder, pulling the ladder back to the building, I knew that she received what I said. But I felt that she had no way out of the situation. Now, I also believe that the Lord was giving me a clear picture about how much of what is going on in today's church system is really spiritual deception. I believe it is on the rise like never before. And a literal system of pimping and prostitution is in full effect. As I noticed the camera that was brought out in this room, I reflected upon how the cameras are rolling in these churches today. In other words, the deception is not in hiding. It's in the open for all to see. All of the heresy, the lies, the doctrines of demons, the things that are detestable. These detestable things are in the open. Just like the detestable things that I felt the prostitutes were about to engage in when they brought that video camera out in the room. Now, as I took the outfit from this man at the beginning of the dream and drove away in the car with him, I had no idea of his plan to deceive me. Why would I accept anything or go along with him? I didn't know this man, other than perhaps I was lured by the outfit. And for some reason, I trusted him. I didn't know who he was. I didn't question him about anything. I just simply put the outfit on and followed him. And I ended up in his bed in a deep sleep. I believe the Holy Spirit also said to me about this dream, that's what happens when one is in deception. It's like being in a deep sleep, completely unaware and oblivious to the agenda or the motive of the one that is deceiving. So that was the dream, and that was what the Lord showed me about the dream. I remember having my second child. I have 3. And when I had my second child, she came out, you know, and did the whole normal thing that babies do, you know, the crying, and, you know, she got cleaned off and just the normal routine. Well, they cleaned her off, they put her wrapped her up and did all they needed to do. Well, by the time they brought her back into the room, she was in a deep sleep. And so then it was time for the baby pictures, you know, the first baby picture that you get in the hospital. And, well, of course, I want my baby's eyes to be open when she takes her picture. And so, you know, we picked her up and, you know, kind of shook her a little bit and said, baby, baby, wake up. Kind of played with her little feet. And she was out. She was in a deep, deep sleep. This is really what's going on. And by the way, I mean, it's funny. Every time we look at that picture, you know, of course, we tell her the story about it. How, you know, we tried to wake you up. We tried everything. And you wouldn't wake up for your picture. So we got the picture with your eyes closed, sleeping, knocked out. It's the picture of what many are involved in today. A literal deep sleep. And you know, when one is in a deep sleep, you can't really hear what's being said to you because you're sleeping. When you're in a deep sleep, you're not aware of your surroundings. You're not aware of what's going on around you because you're in a deep sleep. Much of the body of believers, and I'm going to say yes, they are believers. Yes, they do love the Lord. Yes, they are, you know, children of God, but they're in a deep sleep. And so you can't hear the deception. You can't really see what's transpiring. You can't really see the motivation of the ones who are deceiving. You don't really recognize the things that are taking place around you are detestable. You can't see the heresy. You can't decipher the lies because so many are in a deep sleep. So I asked the Lord, I'm going to go ahead and share this, but please, I want to know, what is the purpose? What would be my purpose in sharing this dream, and what do I want to get out of this? Well, first of all, I believe that I'm sharing it because He has led me to share it. But if I wanted to get anything out of this, I want to get a message across to those that may find themselves in a deceptive situation, or maybe you don't know you're in a situation that you're being deceived, but you haven't questioned anything, and you're overlooking a lot of things, and you're accepting things that you know, maybe deep inside you know are not quite right. But of course, you know, that's the man or woman of God. You know, who am I to question? You know, touch not mine anointed, do my prophet no harm. Well, there are prophets, there are anointed ones, but there are also